All right, so what is the XRP master plan? We have a lot of content to cover today. Potentially, we are seeing XRP, at a majestic moment right now. So we got to talk about what is the exit plan for XRP, at least for these YouTubers. If you guys haven't already, smash that like button. There is a ton of stuff we need to check out. But first of all, it's this one.
I think it's been a while since I've gone through my exit plan.
And yet,
Honestly, as
the
I've
most
gone through
important
it,
factor here is people just hold XRP. They don't know what the exit plan is. It's basically realizing your future, right? That's the most important factor. And for my personal opinion, I just feel like XRP could hit $10. It's a very big risk. There's a very big warning if it doesn't, because we could be entering a recession. But when it does, everyone is really excited. Look, 5 months ago he made a video, and now we're gonna be seeing another one.
or even including that in the exit plan at all, that was something that was a
My
mistake and I
personal
didn't want to have to do. Now, that being said, with that exit plan that I created, I got down to a point to where I only had 10,000 left, and that was my forever amount. Why is that
isn't like there are no point of selling if you don't need the money. Like even with stocks.
included in there? I wanted to hold 10,000 but outside of the forever amount, if that makes sense. So in this video, we're going to go through my exit plan and have maybe a little bit of an update to how much we're looking to gain, because honestly, I don't need a crazy amount. I know I could gain a lot more and I should gain a lot more, but I don't necessarily need a lot more. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So in this video, we're going to talk about that. We're going to go through my exit plan, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. But if you could, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out the links for DXRP down below, the sponsor of today's video. Definitely go ahead and check them out, but we'll talk about them more later. But XRP currently stands at a $3.10 price. It is down in the last month by 4.5%. In the last 7 days, it's down by 5%. In the last day, it's actually up slightly by 2.6% in the last day.
So this is a bit older, but the thing we have to realize is XRP at $3. I feel like people from the past would love to see this price points. They would just love to see XRP at $3.
How much we're looking to make in the end with our investment, and based on the different things that are going to happen, the different prices that
Also, if XRP goes to like $5, $10, the risk becomes much higher because you have all these whales, holding basically 10 trillion or let's say just 5 billion, and they can sell it. If they sell a very big majority, of course, XRP will crash, especially as the price goes up. So consider that. That's what's happening with Bitcoin. There is more money in, but there's also bigger whales in XRP. There's some big whales in XRP right now, way bigger than maybe 10 years ago.
it hits, and maybe even in different years. Now, this is not breaking down a timeline, so I'm not going to give you, oh, this is going to hit $100
Yeah.
in the next year or two, right? I'm not.
Honestly, we don't know when XRP will hit like $100. Nobody knows. If somebody's telling you that he knows the exact date when XRP goes to $10,000 or $100 or $50, he's most likely lying, guys, because the truth is we did not expect XRP to hit $3 so fast, and yet we're pushing for $5.
Not looking at that. I'm looking at the prices specifically. I don't care if it takes 10 years to get to those prices. Those are the prices that I'm going to sell at. Those are the prices that I'm going to make moves at. You have to have an exit plan in order to be a successful investor, because I've seen many people that have had healthy gains, but that have let it all drift away because they decided that they were just going to wait and never accept any type of profit. It's unhealthy to never accept profit. So let's get into the exit plan.
There's also especially with meme coins, I feel like a lot of the top 3 cryptos will be much healthier than meme coins. But that's what happened to meme coins. They're very risky in 2021. A lot of people held even if they were millionaires or something and never sold. And a lot of these meme coins are gone now.
However, before we get into that, make sure you guys check out the link for DXRP. This is honestly a is real, and you guys can get started here.
So that's pretty cool. I'm trying to look here, his chart. This is what I wanted to show you guys. Look at this chart. So he has 200,000 coins.
And 10,000. 10,000 is sitting over in my Ledger wallet. I don't touch it. And 200,000 is what I'm going to be making moves with. You can see this breakdown as we go through it, but let me zoom in so you guys can see
So
a little bit
10,000 is
more
like
of it.
$30,000.
So the first initial selling point, which is what I get asked the most, is actually at $5, not too far away from.
So yeah, a lot of people won't sell until $5. That is pretty crazy because that means like there's a huge supply that is not going to get sold until a certain amount.
Where it was and where it was at even the high point, right? At $3.80 or $3.60, it's not far away from that $5 level, which would be a $295 billion market cap, give or take, a few billions, or I guess millions, whatever, right? Or hundreds of millions. But at that point, I'm looking to take 50,000. So I'm going to take 50,000 of mine, which is 25% of my portfolio, and I'm going to take my initial investment plus a little bit of profit. The reason why I do that is not because I'm afraid of XRP falling, is because I always want some extra skin in the game to be able to put money aside.
That's $250,000. So he's saying he has $200,000 coins. And again, at $5, like the risk is going to be pretty high.
I'd put money to a place to where now I can reinvest into something else. Now I can find the next investment. That's the whole reason for it, right? To gain something out of it. And every other step is also going to be a point to where I'm able to gain a decent amount from that position. Its level is $6. I'm going to take.
I mean, we are aiming for $7 XRP holders, $7 XRP. So he's saying he's going to sell at $5. I feel like a lot of whales will start selling at potentially $4 because they have been buying at $3. That's just my opinion, right? But a lot of the whales have been buying a major supply at $3. And for them, that's going to be a 25% gain because they bought like $20 million of tokens. So that's going to be what, like $5 million of profit for them?
To gain something out of it. And every other step is also going to be a point to where I'm able to gain a decent amount from that position. Its level is $6. I'm going to take 5,000 XRP. Right, that's $30,000. 5,000 at $7. 5,000 at $8. 5,000 at $9. Then when it gets to $10, I feel like that's a significant point. About 500 or 600 billion dollar market cap. I'm going to take 20,000, which is $200,000. The total amount up to that point will be $600,000 that I'm able to gain. Don't know the time.
So yeah, just like seeing here that XRP potential is to reach $20. I feel like this is an important scenario. Like $20 was not possible before, but with the XRP burns, with the interest rates, with all the cuts, this is a very big possibility that XRP will get to that stage. $15, $10. I'm not saying it will happen, but his price prediction, Matthew Perry is he's going to hold at least like until $10, $15.
Timeline on when that's going to happen, but the amount that I'm going to gain is about $600,000. Obviously, you have to include in taxes as well, but that's what I plan on doing. The next point, $15, $20, those will all be 20,000, 300,000, 400,000, and then it will go down again. Now, what I'm looking to do is every year, if it's going to get to 25,000 this year, 25,000 the next year, 25,000, whatever it is, or if it's shorter than that, I can gain $125,000 from XRP, $150,000, $175,000, $100,000, $112,000. And then at $50 per coin, I'm going to take 20,000, which would be my first time taking $1 million.
So that's the thing. People's dream goal is $50 for XRP because they would get a small investment to 1 million. It would be an insane amount. I feel like $100, is the maximum cap for XRP. But just the possibility keeps the whales buying. Even at $3, it is very bullish if the whales buy right now. Even at $3 when the risk is super high, at least compared to past price. Hope you're having a great evening as well.
What I'm looking for.
It's actually night for me.
Any investment, that's what I do.
But so we have a lot of XRP content to cover today as well.
Or
welcome to the stream.
Want it, right? I wouldn't even know what to do with that much money
using the right way.
Right? I want to take my time and be able to know what I'm going to take at certain prices, know where that's going to go as I decide to take that. Now, if it skyrockets up and I miss all of these and I make a bunch of money,
I feel like a lot of people will probably cash out just like they did, when XRP Ripple hit 1 cent. A lot of people sold right after it was launched. So it's always going to be like an endless cycle of new buyers coming in and basically whales coming in and new whales going out. That's what happened with like Bitcoin, for example. A lot of people sold their Bitcoin for $1,000. And now we are seeing, their regrets. Are people going to have, the same opinion for XRP? Let me know down in the comments below. But look at this video. You need to hold